Okay, well hello everyone and welcome to Whiteboard Wednesday, week 21 with a bit of a twist. Cam's asked a few of the senior management team to present to you all on some of the key areas of our club, and so this week's my turn. For those who don't know me, my name's Matthew Green. I'm the Chief Operations Officer here at the Melbourne Football Club. A lot of people ask what Chief Operations Officer means. Well, basically the easiest way to describe what I do is that I look after the day-to-day running of the club, including facilities, which is the topic on which I've decided to talk to you about today. So Cam asked me to talk about facilities, and the reason facilities is so important, it's one of the key strategic pillars of our strategic framework, one of the key areas of the club, and it's also one of the key areas that Jim Steins and the board that he brought on really focused on. One of the key challenges and the concerns for the club has been for some time that when our players run out onto the field each week, their ability to prepare and compete at the same level as all of our opposition has been compromised. And we've been very focused on trying to fix that particular issue and make sure that when our guys run out, they've got the ability to compete at the same level as every other AFL team out there. And one of the key components of that is obviously the facilities that we live in, we train in, and we prepare our athletes in. So today I wanted to talk about four key areas of what we've done, particularly over the last 12 months, 2 years on the facilities front. So the first thing I wanted to talk about today was one of our facilities that many of you might have heard about, and we are calling all of our facilities, our different facilities, we're using the phrase campus model. So each of our facilities are referred to as a campus. So the first one I want to talk about is Amy Park campus, which is located just over the road, straight across from the MCG, and is now the new home of our football department. Now there's been a lot of talk about what Amy Park represents to us. It's a fantastic new facility. It is the home of just the football department. The administration of the footy club remains at the MCG. The guys in the football department moved in about 2 months ago, and already the improvement in the preparation and the improvement in the standard of the facilities is amazing. So just over the road at Amy Park here, we've got a 21-year lease, which is broken up into 5-year gaps, effectively, at our election to continue. But it is a long-term arrangement that we've entered into, which is a fantastic arrangement for the club and will make a huge difference to us. The Amy Park facility provides us access for the first time, potentially in the history of the club, to high-end elite training facilities, and our guys are already very excited about the quality of the facilities that they've found across the road. Some of the facilities we have over there are shared. They're shared between ourselves, the Storm and the Victory, and people have asked me how that's working out, and I'd have to say it's been fantastic so far. The three clubs amongst themselves work out the schedule, and so far it's working out really, really well. The clubs are sharing those facilities really well. And there's a number of significant benefits to that as well. We're even seeing in the first couple of days some of our guys try and take on the Storm in some of the bench press and weightlifting, and unfortunately so far the guys are a little bit behind what the Storm guys can do, but it certainly provides a challenge and a lot of cross-training opportunities, as well as the opportunity just to have the corridor conversations where our guys are bumping into the other coaches, the other players, and being able to mix among other elite sports and finding out how they prepare themselves and the things they do to get themselves up to the elite standard. We've also got our exclusive facilities in the stadium, which is primarily the football administration, physiotherapy, meeting rooms, what we call our zone rooms, where the guys go and do their team meetings and their reviews each week. So in total we've spent about $1.5 million on the fit out of our shared and our exclusive facilities. And just on the fit out, other than providing our players with the absolute best equipment that we possibly can. Anyone who's been to see either the gym or the pool down at Amy Park will understand the quality of the facilities that the boys now have, with the pool, the ice baths, the spa, and the sheer size of the gym. To put it in context, the gym the guys had at Junction Oval was 110 square metres, and our facility across the road is 1,000 square metres, so it's a huge improvement. In terms of the design of our exclusive areas, we very much wanted to create a very strong Melbourne Football Club feel and pay real homage to the very strong heritage of the football club. And again, when people get the opportunity to go through and have a look, you'll very much see that in what we're calling the Cups Walk, where the 12 Premiership Cups that we've won so far in our history are on display, and we've certainly left a spot for the next Premiership Cup, which we hope's not too far to come in the future. Already the new facility over at Amy Park has made a huge improvement to the quality of our preparation and rehabilitation for our players. And we expect that to continue. For example, at the moment, the guys, after each game, instead of going home and then going back the next day and commencing their rehabilitation, the guys are now playing when they play at the MCG or at Etihad. They're now going across the road and commencing their rehabilitation straight away, which again improves the rehabilitation and gives basically the guys an extra day in their program to complete their preparation for the game the following week. Over the next period of time, we'll be running some tours through the new facility, and we'd encourage a number of people to come and have a look through our wonderful new facility across the road. A number of people have all had a look through, and the feedback so far has been really positive. Just before I finish on Amy Park, I just wanted to pass on the absolute sincere thanks of the Melbourne Football Club for all those people who donated through the Red and Blue Foundation and various other formats to allow us to fit out this facility. It has made a huge difference to our football club, as I've said a few times now. I'd also like to thank the previous board and administration for their foresight in setting up this opportunity, and of course the AFL and the state government for also providing some significant funding to the fit out of our new facility. The second part of our facilities program over the last couple of years is Casey Fields. For those who don't know, we've signed up to a 30-year agreement out at Casey with both the City of Casey but also the Casey Scorpions, and it really underpins our community involvement and our big focus on supported development over the next few years. There's been a bit of confusion about what Casey actually represents for the footy club, but what Casey represents is our pre-season training base predominantly, and a base for our community activities going forward. We will spend some time out there during the season, but predominantly it is a pre-season training space. The other great thing that Casey gives us is the flexibility now of two very high quality training spaces. So Dean and the match committee and Chris Conley can decide which facility they'd like to focus their training on, whether they go out to Casey or whether they remain training in here at Amy Park, and Gosh's Paddock being the training fields immediately adjacent. Recently out at Casey, there's been a $2.1 million redevelopment of the facilities out there. And what that's provided Melbourne Football Club has contributed in part to that, but a huge thank you to the City of Casey who've predominantly funded that redevelopment. What that $2.1 million redevelopment's given our footy club out there has been additional changing rooms, another gym, another warm-up room, and another set of showers and spa and rehab areas to do all that, as well as physio and doctor spaces. So effectively, albeit at a smaller scale, we have now the capacity out at Casey to do much of what we're able to do now in our fantastic new facility over the road. So Casey is a very important part not only of the development of our team and the preparation of our team, but it's the cornerstone of our community programs, and again a very important facet of our strategic plan and what we're seeking to do as a club going forward. The third area I wanted to talk about in terms of our facilities was the MCG, and I think again some of the confusion around what Casey represents and what Amy Park represents has come back to our focus or questions people have asked about the MCG, and we want to make it fundamentally clear that the MCG remains the home of the Melbourne Football Club. We continue and will continue to push for all of our home games to be played here at the MCG. And we consider the realignment with the MCC that was achieved last year to be one of the key strategic outcomes that we've had over the last 2 years. And again, we can't thank the MCC enough for the support and encouragement they've provided over a very long period of time, but certainly particularly over the last couple of years. One of the things we're doing with the MCC is to continue to work with the MCC to try and strengthen the presence of the Melbourne Football Club at this ground, so that we're hoping over time it won't just be words about our commitment to this being our home ground, but our members and supporters will continue to see when they come into the ground very much that this is the home of the Melbourne Football Club. The last area in facilities I wanted to talk about was Docklands. Some of you may have heard about some work that's been happening at the Docklands, and again we just wanted to clarify the position. Docklands is something that we're looking at as the next generation of possibilities for the Melbourne Football Club. The Docklands opportunity is probably in the 5 to 10 year horizon, and while our facilities over at Amy Park are absolutely outstanding and they represent the best in the AFL at this point in time, and we're very happy to stay over at Amy Park for the 21 years that we've got a lease for. As a board and as an administration, we continue to look for the next generation of ideas and opportunities for the football club, and Docklands certainly becomes one of those. What Docklands creates is the potential for the football club to come together. One of the less attractive parts of the arrangement we've got over at Amy Park is the administration of the football club and the football department are still separated. Docklands potentially, and it's still at a very in its embryonic stages, there's a long way to go and a number of negotiations to be had to even get the idea past the very initial stages. But what that would represent is a coming together of the entire football club and an opportunity for the club not only to purpose build facilities that would be our own, but to create a presence in another community. And we think if we can get this opportunity up and running, we think it provides another opportunity for us to engage with another community and build another potential supporter base for Melbourne Football Club going forward. So in a nutshell, that's our facilities. There's a lot more to talk about. I could talk on a lot longer about all of our facilities, but we just wanted to provide a little snapshot today on what we've been doing on the facilities front over the last couple of years. We're very proud of what we've been able to achieve on this front over the last couple of years. We hope you're very proud of what we've been able to achieve on this front over the last couple of years. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon the next time I do a Whiteboard Wednesday. So thanks for your attention, and go D's.